In our vast universe, among billions of galaxies and stars, there are planets orbiting their suns, just like our planet. Each planet has its own story, but our planet has a unique story. But on our planet, something extraordinary happened, something that changed human history forever, an exceptional event full of mysteries and wonders. Welcome to our journey to discover the life of a person who changed the course of history, a person who influenced millions of people throughout the ages. Jesus Christ. Not just a religious symbol, but an influential historical figure, full of secrets and stories that amaze everyone who hears them. Stories about his miracles, his teachings, and his life. Get ready, in this video we will discover 5 amazing facts about Jesus that you have never heard before. Facts that will completely change your view of him. Imagine with me a quiet night in Bethlehem. The stars are twinkling in the sky, and calmness prevails as if time has stood still. And shepherds are tending their sheep in the fields. Suddenly an angel appears from heaven, illuminating the darkness of the night with his light, and breaks the silence with a great message. He tells them that a child will be born who will change the world. The shepherds cannot believe their eyes, but the message is clear. And indeed, Jesus Christ was born in a simple place, in a manger, far from displays of power and wealth, in a humble place but full of love and hope. But this humble beginning was prophesied hundreds of years ago. Ancient texts spoke of this moment. Imagine if you knew that the prophet Isaiah said 700 years ago that this would happen, as if he had seen the future with his own eyes. He described the place and time of the birth of Christ accurately, as if he had seen it with his own eyes. Bethlehem, the small town, became the center of events. But how could a child born in a manger make such a big change in human history? How did this simple beginning shake the world? That's what we will discover together on our journey. We will see how these events shaped history and how they affected the lives of millions. In a world where only the strong had a say, a world full of conflicts and wars, a world where power comes by force, Christ appeared with a new message, a message full of love and peace, a message completely different from what people were used to. Love your enemies, bless those who curse you, do good to those who hate you, and pray for those who mistreat you. Simple words, but they were a revolution against the prevailing ideas of the time. Imagine the people at that time. How can they love their enemies while they are being tortured by them? How can they forgive when they are wronged? How can they love their enemies while they are being tortured by them? But Christ was not calling for weakness. On the contrary, he was calling for a greater strength, the strength of love and forgiveness, the strength that overcomes anger and revenge. This power of love was changing hearts and making people see the world with a new perspective, a perspective full of hope and peace. Chapter 3. Can anyone heal the sick with the touch of a hand? Can anyone feed thousands of people with a few loaves of bread? Can anyone defy the laws of nature? The stories of Jesus' miracles continue to amaze people to this day. These are not just myths, these are events that happened and have been passed down through generations over the years. Some people interpret them as supernatural powers from God, and there are those who are trying to find a scientific and logical explanation. But whatever the interpretations, the miracles of Jesus remain evidence of an extraordinary person who influenced history. Chapter 4. The story of Jesus did not end with teachings and miracles. His death on the cross had a profound impact on all of humanity. In a difficult time in history, Christ was crucified on the cross, in a scene that illustrates the cruelty and injustice that any human being can be subjected to. But this death was not the end. On the contrary, it was a new beginning, the beginning of a new era full of hope and faith. The cross, which was a symbol of shame and disgrace, became a symbol of sacrifice and redemption, a symbol of hope and salvation. Chapter 5. More than 2,000 years after his birth, Christ is still a source of inspiration for millions around the world. His message has transcended the boundaries of time and place and has reached the hearts of people from all cultures and religions. The influence of Christ on human civilization is enormous. We see it in the arts, music, literature, and philosophy. So, is the story of Jesus really over? Or is it a continuing story with everyone who believes in his message and follows in his footsteps? This is just the beginning of exploring a world full of secrets about the great Jesus Christ. a world that invites us to think and reflect on the deep meaning of life. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to learn more about the people and events that influenced history. Thanks for watching.